How you doing, guys? Afraid Not here, bringing you some GTA 5 gameplay. The many hours that I've spent on this game, I've come to find that this is my favourite mission so far, and it was one of those missions that when I started playing, I just constantly had a smile on my face. I thought it was just epic, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Just while I talk over a couple of things, I read an article today. It was just pointing out a couple of things about the online, which is due to launch, I believe, on the 1st of October, and what I read in there wasn't really included in the trailer that they brought out, so I wanted to share it with you guys. You might already know, but you might not. So, and if you're a GTA fan, you might learn something in this video that you didn't already know. I'll put a link to the article that I read in the description so you can see for yourselves. The first thing they put in the bullet points is create a customized character. Now, I didn't know that. That wasn't very clear. If it was clear in the trailer, then it's just me being totally blind, but it's something that I looked at and I thought, actually, that's a really good idea. I think going by previous GTAs, you was always given this sort of already skinned character, and I don't know if that really works. I always thought it would be pretty cool if you could create your own character, and finally this year they've actually brought that in. The next thing on the list is develop a backstory for your character. Now, what that means is, your guess is as good as mine. I didn't even have a clue on what that means. Does that mean just check a few boxes before you start to sort of give yourself a background, or do you have to follow a certain mission route? I don't know. That seems interesting, I suppose, but I don't know why you would need to have a backstory. I don't know. Although it does go on to say that your backstory determines your starting location. Yeah. Next on the list would be join a crew. Now, if you saw my earlier GTA 5 video, we already knew that. You can join crews now, so get on the website. I'll put the link to my crew in the description. It's free to everyone, so if you want to join, that's fine. And yeah, it's something that we already knew about. You can rob a convenience store with your friends. Now, that's interesting. That's something that I expected to do anyway. It would be a GTA game if you couldn't rob a certain store, especially with friends online. You can also customise a mask for GTA Online. Sounds interesting. I can already imagine running around the server and having people with all these wacky different styles of masks, and yeah, no, it'd be good to see what the community can come up with. And I don't know how the design tools are going to work. Hopefully they're good, they're in depth. But yeah, I can certainly see a few funny ones going to be wandering around the map. Moving on to the next one, it says, yell into a controller microphone to make a hold-up go faster. That's just a pointless gimmick, really, isn't it? I mean, you could just bash buttons. Yeah, it just, to me, that sounds like a bit of a pointless gimmick, but it's good that they decided to throw something like that in. Freely divide up money after a heist. Now, this looks really interesting. I have heard various different rumours. I've done a little bit of digging in this, and it kind of works in the way that if you run in with, say, 2 people, 2 of your friends, and you run out with the bags. I think only one person can run out with the bags, and you would have the money on you all the way through until you actually cashed it into an ATM, but you must divide it between your friends, and you can divide it as you like. You can divide it, you can give 10% to one person, 50 to another, and keep the rest for yourself, or you can just keep the whole lot and kill your friends. So that could throw in a few twists and turns. I'm really looking forward to something like that and screwing over my friends. The next one on the list is a mission called Titan Still has you stealing a Titan cargo plane. Fair enough. I think that's just a hint on what it is. It's just a giveaway on what the mission is actually going to entail. I don't think that's something that's really relevant, but it's cool to know anyway. You can also fly with your friends in an aeroplane. Fair enough. If you can drive in cars with your friends, then I can't see, and ride in helicopters with your friends, I can't see why you couldn't fly around in an aeroplane together. So yeah, no, that's cool. Cool little feature they've put in again. And the next point, it says race anyone anywhere anytime by dropping a marker. You gotta love a good GTA 5 race, or just a GTA race anyway. I thought that they would put it in a system where you would have a server purely for races, but it looks like on this free roam server that you're going to be able to join, you can just freely race anyone. And yeah, no, that's cool. I do like me a bit of a race. You can also play a multiplayer golf or tennis game or sets. Yeah, looking forward to that. And you can also play 4-player golf game. That's really interesting. Obviously, it's in the game anyway. It's a cool little feature. I don't know how many people... That's my phone going off. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a cool little feature, part of the game. and to be able to play online with your friends. Yeah, no, and as a golf fan myself, then that's obviously something I'm going to be looking forward to and be taking on my friends, and obviously, hopefully you guys as well. We can always have a round. And as per the trailer, it says that you can purchase a safe house. Now, I was talking to someone earlier today, and I don't really know how this is going to work. Now, if it works on the system like it has done before, where you do the free roam, you just get put in random matchmaking, and so say that you bought a safe house. How would that work if you was to back out of that lobby and then go back in later? I have to do a little bit more digging. I don't really know how that's going to work. If you're always going to have that safe house, but then if you own that safe house, then what about if someone else on that server that you've just been connected with owns that safe house? Do you then both own it? I mean, it's one of those questions that has yet to be answered. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the whole system works. You can purchase vehicle insurance. Really? In a GTA game you can purchase vehicle insurance, so I mean, what does that mean? You'd have insurance, you'd write off the car, you blow it up, and then you just get an insurance payout? I don't know. You can also watch TV with your friends. Again, a little gimmicky. I haven't actually watched TV on GTA 5, even in the campaign yet. I haven't actually. I know in the last game, I think you had Ricky Gervais as a comedy thing, and that was like a little touch. Again, it's a little gimmicky. But yeah, I mean, if you can watch it with your friends, great. Now, this next point has me quite excited. I don't know why. I thought it was actually a really cool feature. Now, you can actually watch on the TV. You can actually watch Weasel News, and you can watch helicopter footage of your friends in a police chase. So say your friends get into a police chase and you're watching TV, you can actually tune into Weasel News, which is I think it's on one of the radio stations, and you can actually watch the car chase, the boat chase, everything like that. I'll really look forward to that. That's quite a cool little idea, and I hope they keep implementing ideas like that, because that's again, it's a gimmicky, but it's quite a cool feature. I do like that. You can smoke pot with your friends in a safe house, if you're into that kind of thing. And you can also shower to wash off blood. I don't know how that really affects anyone. I thought blood just runs off anyway. I don't know if it's... I don't know. Don't know why you would be able to do that, but you can. Here we go. This was an interesting one. It's got use the ATM to deposit money. Now, I believe how this works is that when you do a heist or a shop raid, you would actually have the money in your pocket as such, and anyone on the server can rob you. Anyone you think your friends. It's like a free-for-all. So, and I think they can rob you up until the point you actually go to an ATM and actually deposit the money into your bank account. Really good idea, but you, as you can imagine, the first thing that comes to my head is that I'm going to camp the ATM. I'm going to stay by the ATM, and I'm going to wait for people who look like they're going to deposit money and just kill them and take everything they've got. So I can expect a lot of that is going to happen. You can play and create a deathmatch game, which is pretty cool. It's just one of those standard game modes that you'd have in most games. I think in Max Payne 3, I think is Rockstar's version of their deathmatch. But yeah, I hope they add in other game modes like they did in Red Dead Redemption when they had, I think it was Capture the Bag. I think it was. You'd have a bag of money. It's the same principle as Capture the Flag, but it was a pretty cool game mode. I did like that, and I hope they implement something not the same, but you know, something a bit different. You can go to a strip club. Now, that's something that I would have thought you would have been able to do anyway. I hope you'll be able to do other things like, well, obviously it says you can play golf and tennis, but you know, the other little activities. I think it's the carnival. I haven't actually been to the carnival yet, but if you can do things like that, I would have thought you would have been able to do it anyway. But it actually lists that you can go to a strip club. Again, if you're into that kind of thing. You can also watch a movie and comment on it as a group with friends. Whatever that means. Is it one of those gimmick things? I don't really know. It seems a bit pointless, but you know. Now, I think for me, the biggest point is actually the last point, and the last and final point of the list. It actually says that it's got over 500 playable missions. Sorry, pre-made missions, and more will be added. Now, 500, that is a lot. I believe there's only 70 main game missions actually in a single player, but 500 missions that you're able to play. That sounds like a hell of a lot, and it looks really good. I haven't seen anything of the missions that you can do on the online mode, but again, hopefully it's like a Red Dead Redemption kind of thing where you can go to certain parts of the map and then you go and do raids and you go and beat different groups of people with your friends and you earn XP off that. So I mean 500, that's a lot of missions, and they're going to definitely make more. They're going to put in DLC and all the kind of things like that. Okay, and that's it, that's our list. That's hopefully you've learnt something new from this video. If you have, please leave a like. It does help. Well, I say it helps me a lot. It sort of gives me more enthusiasm to be able to make videos. So if you didn't like it, obviously dislike. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and I'll let the video continue to play out until the end of the action. So take care guys, and I'll see you soon.